distance with a freaking ruler. And nobody's just going to believe that actually happened.
Right. That's why it doesn't matter, though. People don't have to believe it. See, you would have the bigger audience. The 99% would be Globers watching your show. So you could demean them by showing the 8 inches. You could create a horizontal plane over water and show the 8 inches of drop and how stupid that one flat earth.
Yeah, you're basically describing.
You would satisfy your 99%
yeah,
audience.
you're basically describing Simon Dance show.
The ratings would be through the roof. This is a hit.
This is way
you're
Simon Dan.
Rakia, you're describing Simon Dance show.
Call your agent.
Nobody believes you're real. Everybody believes he just makes
you guys up. If he's real or not, he is doing exactly what you're saying.
I know, but nobody believes there's the people that stupid in this world.
No.
Nobody believe it.
Exactly. Show the drama.
I think y'all should you underestimate the stupidity in this world. There's people every day that are going against the globe now. That people are becoming more stupid and more
I have definitely learned not to underestimate the stupidity in this world.
There you go, Brenda.
There you go. First guest,
a big
Brenda.
hit, right? This is a huge hit. This is a big opportunity.
Space-time. Oh, it would be hilarious. Think of it, Jim. First guest, Brenda, explaining
space. You could do a whole episode on how to bend space and time.
Yeah, and you're using a
maybe
donut
make
and shit.
One bending space and one bending of time. Like half the show would be bending the space.
The problem is
half the show would be bending the time.
Shows already exist. Have you not?
Yeah. See,
but no one's put them all together in one with 2 different opposing views, flat Earth and globe Earth. This is a hit.
Rakia, the problem is
delivering hamburgers, Jim. This is your future, man.
And don't forget,
you already have the son of the astronaut.
Hey, Rakia, just shut up for a second. Just a second.
This is a hit.
Rakia,
see how eager Brenda is?
I just want to respond. You keep interrupting me. Stop interrupting me.
The first guest.
I just want to say something. The problem is that this is just all of several science channels on YouTube all saying the same thing. Gravity is bending space-time. Why would I want to repeat their content? Why would I repeat their content?
It's a hit, and it's interactive, Brenda. There's nothing like it. You're not listening.
It's entertainment.
It's
even
interactive.
Y'all, 90%
we get the audience
who come here
and ask them, is water bending in this experiment or not?
Yeah.
Do we have the Coriolis?
Why would I? I don't think I can compete with Sabine. I don't think I can compete with Sabine Hassenfelder or with PBS.
Just take a poll, Brenda. Ask people why they're here. They say they're entertaining.
It is entertaining, but there are different forms of entertainment. Just because we say we come here for entertainment and we find it entertaining doesn't mean it would make a good Netflix show.
Yes, it would, man. This is entertainment. Y'all say it yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. You have a very entertaining show.
Yes,
it's huge, man.
Jim, you're breaking new ground also because we're going to make it
a bigger audience and you're going to get more entertainment.
I bet I could splice together about 5 hours of Nathan Oakley yelling, "Suck my balls." That would be entertaining.
Oh, no, we can do a whole month's worth of stuff with you, Brenda. Don't worry. You'll be highly there. You'll be one of the main guests.
Oh, Brenda, you're a whole show by yourself.
Hey, reality is...
a whole show.
The reality is pretty sad and pathetic. To know how dumb people are in reality.
When you said that
one show on
when you said that the mass
bone, then we
Brenda,
can do
when
a
you
show
said
on
that the
donut.
mass of Antarctica made the sea level rise at Antarctica, that is a whole show right there. That's entertainment.
That's a whole season right there.
Yeah. The mass of the shore of Antarctica makes the sea level higher.
Yes, it does.
That is a show, Brenda. Don't sell yourself short.
See, the thing is that you're combining the fact that your incredulity with something that is just not even that interesting, just a standard fact.
I can see Jem with his proper English announcing it.
You.
And tonight's first guest, Brenda.
It is a fact. So if you
look
it up,
have like a shoe across the screen.
So
natural phenomena.
Yeah.
And then the shoreline of Antarctica being higher than the rest.
Christ.
Right. The mass of Antarctica.
The mass of Antarctica is so much that yes, the sea level is higher The sea is bunched up close to Antarctica.
Great show. That's a great show right there, Brenda.
No,
Excellent.
it's a boring
Excellent
fact.
No, it's a great. No, don't sell yourself short. Why are you sell? You are great. Coming up with this stuff. I can't come up with this. I'm not a writer. I can't come up with this entertaining stuff. Shoe as a natural phenomena, Brenda. I mean, where your mind is amazing. We got to get this out there.
Do shoes exist in the natural physical world?
I think you're selling yourself short here, just being enclosed in this one little environment. We got to get this information out. It's so entertaining. Everyone agrees. There's probably 80% of people in the room right now are here just for the entertainment value.
Yeah, well, yes, you're pulling through quite nicely.
A Netflix special.
We have people that have met every astronaut that went to the moon. We have a son of an astronaut. We have a rocket scientist he's a rocket scientist here in Discord.
He's got an emoji. He's got a little rocket emoji, Rick, here and everything.
Oh my good! I forgot about Rumpus. Are you kidding? You think people wouldn't want to see Rumpus on TV?
That's 2 months worth of show right there.
I'm just thinking about the Seinfeld when the guy busts through the door. What's his name? Kramer? That's Rumpus. That's our Rumpus.
Yeah. This is good, man.
This is
good
a
stuff.
hit, man. We could all be millionaires. Well, yeah.
What do we call it? If we can't call it As the Earth Turns, can we call it that? No.
No, that's already got a name. That's like a soap opera.
Yeah.
As a globalist spiral.
The imaginary globe. The imaginary globe.
It would be like as the globalist spiral. Down the drain over and over. They reach a point.
I like that.
Yeah, they just reach a point where everything is triggering at that point.
The irony consists in Crit in saying that other people spiral.
Oh, how's that irony?
You can work that out. I'm sure you. I have.
No,
let's
have a conversation about it. How have I spiraled?
Faith that you.
How do you not quit? Like what are you talking about? You spiral all the time.
No, okay. Pick one. What's a good showcase for a Crit spiral?
Even reacting like that to what she said.
You see, Crit, we've been asked.
I got it.
No, that was the claim on the table. I said, hey, watch a globalist spiral, and it flipped back on me. So let's go. Let's do it. I'll have fun at her expense.
You're spiraling right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll have fun at her expense now. It's going to be make it about me. I'll make it about Brenda. Let's have fun, Brenda.
Crit, we've been asked nicely not to debate this with spiralists. So no, we can't do that.
Oh, you can't. Yeah. So with that, you'll comply. You'll come to that.
Relax. So, guys, you guys did a lot of work on your show. And if you guys would like to go pitch it to Hollywood, all you have to do is let me know, and I'll set you up some meetings. And I will wish you the best of luck. I don't know. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe you guys will have a giant.
Scott, how about this idea for a title? Flattening the sphere.
Maybe.
It's deflating the globe.
Yes. Where science fiction meets fact and you don't know the difference.
Where panic meets panic attacks.
Yeah, the problem with you pitching this idea is that, these sad people going around and living in their cars and preaching that the earth is flat without any evidence. It's just kind of like that, sometimes you sort of like them element. It's not going to work.
Hey, I'm in a motorhome right now, not a car.
Yeah.
So flattening the sphere. What do you think, Merle?
Yeah. I mean, listen, this is the underground part of the internet. Like, I don't know what section of the internet we're in, but the Flat Earth Shill network, it just didn't work. That failed, and then it went underground, and here we are.
This is not underground. This is mainstream internet.
This is underground.
No, underground's a whole different area. You don't want to.
What?
The dark web. You do not. It's that. The underground is a different place.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. The dark web is what I would think of as the underground internet.
Yeah, the
Use
dark web
Scott's definitions. Otherwise, you're a troll.
The dark web is legit scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to comply with that, or you're a troll. So
No,
just be
it's
prepared.
just independent.
Well, no, the thing about the dark web is there's no way to regulate it, so it's all 100% anonymous, and people can do anything and say anything and like literally do anything.
They do.
So they'll put up like they have places there where you can videos that really should never be seen by any human or put up.
Yeah,
before.
I definitely totally agree there. Yeah.
It's scary.
The big thing here is that these globalists think that they can just spiral their way to space.
Good one.
It's hilarious. Every time you say that, it's hilarious.
It is. They can just spiral all the way to space.
He's getting old, spiralists. New material, okay?
Hey,
No, it
Chris,
really
what
is a
makes
topic
them,
in 2021.
So triggered with you, bro. What is it? What? Why do they get so triggered with you? What do you tell them?
Well, because I just looked through my bona fides here, and it makes them worried because there's a lot of other globalists I can have conversations with, and they don't want that. They don't want to have an actual conversation about the nature of reality. What they want is a shit show. They want control. So I could be like, hey, I had a great conversation with 8-Ball. I took his quiz. I scored 100% on it without using Google, without researching. Just off the top of my head. WS worksheet, I took his geometry quiz. I passed that.
Okay, great.
You know,
great. We believe that you're smart. We believe that you're the best. It's okay.
Yeah, this is why they get triggered. This is why SE's question. So why are they so triggered by crit? Because they're threatened by me.
They're so good. Okay.
It brings fear.
There's nobody threatened by you.
Yeah,
Chris.
okay,
I got
the
every debate you had.
Okay, so how about this? Right now in real time, how come I can no longer access the bot?
So basically, SE, what he's saying is he's better than you because people are triggered by him and not you.
No, that's not what I said at all.
Well,
That's not what he said. Come
No,
on.
can you imagine being that stupid and claiming to have a college degree? That's not even close to what I said. Do I need to repeat it?
There's no reason.
Kind of was what you said.
No, not even close. Not even close. I did not invoke SE at all.
You were
Not
answering
once.
his question. You were answering his question. The reason why they're triggered by you, or we're triggered by you, is because you are a threat. Because you're so good. So
Yeah, and how did I base it on SE or I base it on all these other things?
It's just logic, dude.
No, it's not logical because I'm sure if SE went through these quizzes, he'd be okay too. But other people don't partake.
But people aren't as triggered by him as they are by you. You're especially triggering. That was the whole point of the question.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, if you say so.
Okay, I guess I'm trolling again, right? So now is take your word on what you said, or it's to troll, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just telling you that he asked you a question why people are so triggered by you, and your answer was because you're so good.
No, it wasn't. I listed people I had pleasant conversations with on the globe side, and they don't want that.
So why are people so triggered by you, Chris?
Because they don't want to. They don't want to have a flat earth and a globe earth actually having a conversation about the nature of reality. They want a shit show.
What do they have to do with it?
That's what they want. They want the shit show. They want it to be a complete fuckfest.
But Grit, what did you trigger them on? Gravity? What specifically? Is it Coriolis? Because I trigger them when we talk Coriolis. You saw Jose go ballistic?
Oh, yeah, it's what you did.
What is it that triggers you?
Yeah, I
triggered them.
Crit has not yet talked about the real stuff yet.
Yeah, I have. I brought up many topics. I just gave you the list.
What list? You didn't give us the list. You said you took a geometry quiz.
Yeah, and I passed the geometry quiz.
Congratulations.
Okay, that takes away the first claim that they have that flat earthers just don't know geometry.
Well, that takes away the claim that you don't know geometry.
Yeah, and the next one too is like 8-Ball's a globe Earth questionnaire, and I scored 100% on it. Okay. So that takes away that flat earthers don't know the model.
We heard. It's good.
Yeah, so that takes away the claim that flat earthers don't know the model.
No, Craig. It takes away the claim that you don't know the model. It has nothing to do with flat earthers in general. You're just one person, Crit.
Yeah, and then they say flat earthers don't understand science. So I take Zanek's science acumen test, and I'm the first and only to this date flat earther to pass the science acumen test.
As you say, flat earthers don't know science. You're the only flat earther to pass. So as a rule, they don't pass.
Yeah. Then the next thing too.
So listen to yourself, Crit. You are saying what I'm saying. You're saying that you're unique among flat earthers for knowing this.
Yeah. So what do they do instead?
Superior intellect that scares you?
No, I'm not scared, but he does have a superior intellect. But I find it impressive. I'm just appreciating it.
See, it's always they want to shift the topic. They don't want to be about Earth. They want to be about people. places
You're just
and
rambling,
things.
Crit. Right now, you're just
It's
rambling.
about globalism. It's about
You're
control.
just rambling.
So why don't you, instead of talking about people and talking about these, why don't you actually talk about science?
Yeah, you do a lot of complaining these days, Crit. In fact, it's mostly your input is mostly moaning about what other people are doing and how wrong they are for doing it. And that sort of thing.
It really goes back to control. That's really because at the end of the day, my model predicts this. That's why I keep highlighting it. Because if I have a model based in prediction and based in science, and I'm seeing this type of predictions being played out in real time, of course I'm going to highlight it. It proves my point.
That's the perfect example. That's the perfect example of something that you say, which is specifically and exclusively designed to antagonize people.
Now, Crit,
the model
recall it last
the model
had a. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go on, Scott.
Your model, Crit, it doesn't actually predict these things. We went over this before.
Yeah, you disagree, but it does.
Hold on. You have a story that you tell about it, where you kind of paint a picture, but that is not in any way an actual logical or mathematical prediction from the model to a conclusion. I showed you all the different ways you can tell the story going the opposite direction too.
Yeah, so I would say which model, right? That you compare the two models, and this isn't saying that flat Earth is right, because I would clearly the flat Earth model is wrong too.
Now, you see, Crit, when we say model, that is the collection of every bit of data we have collected. And, you know, if that is all the data you have collected, it seems you got the color wrong. Right?
Yeah, this is interesting too, because now since I'm banned from the bot doesn't even pick up my comments anymore. So they're triggering themselves.
Are you sure?
Crit,
Yeah, it's important.
The bot. I'm literally trying to discuss your flat Earth model there with you, and the bot.
And I am discussing it with you. Everything in nature, all these observations are all part of the model. You build the model through observations.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you about observations, and you don't want to hear it. Are you denying reality?
I'm very sure
you're being completely disingenuous now.
I'm very sure that the bot in this room is not very much a part of that petri dish.
Oh, it is.
Where would it be? One of the corners of those little white dots there?
Yeah, like if you look at the one, all the nasty and toxic stuff growing over time until basically a world-ending event. I'm trying to think of extinction level event. Each one of those, they start with just a small bit of nasty, and that nasty keeps growing and growing and growing.
Yes, people have always been nasty to each other.
Yeah, and predicted.
But it's never resulted in an extinction level event, has it? So
well, it will soon. This is the early part of World War IV or World War III.
It doesn't predict it though. You just told a story about it. It's not an actual prediction. You know
no, it is a prediction because you're going to see what happens, and you're going to be like, "I fucking told you so." You're going to be like, "Holy shit, Kurt was right."
Eschatology.
I told you the story for that.
What's that?
The globe is what predicts all this.
Yeah.
Where is it? Because my understanding of the globe is that it was quite the opposite.
The story that I told you is just as good as your story.
How so?
Because it's just as good. It absolutely has all the elements yours does. It's just as advantageous. It's just as accurate. You tell a story. You're not actually making a prediction.
Yeah, because if my understanding of the globe is that it's a massive place with a lot of space in it. Endless space, if you will.
Yeah, but you're wrong about space having to do with these behaviors. That premise you have, there's no reason to believe it. You're just wrong about it.
Okay, so there is no space then.
No, that's not what it said. The conclusion that you're drawing off the idea that there is space is wrong.
So is there space or no space? Let's start there.
You mean there's outer space, there's space on the planet, but your idea that space influences behavior is incorrect, is what I'm telling you. This point that you arbitrarily decided is true.
Yeah, I've actually got a couple examples, other observations of this. You can see, like,
but
inside.
I have all kinds of examples and observations the opposite.
Yeah, like, okay, well, sure, like, present them away.
Sure, whenever.
Yeah, I got, like, how about prisons? You see what happens inside prisons?
We've already talked about this.
Yeah, but, I mean, other people didn't hear it, right?
But you know that in prisons, that you can identify any of those things that change what a prison does. Like if you paint the walls, you call that increasing the space, but it doesn't actually increase the space. It just makes people calmer. And in the globe, you can paint the walls. In fact, we paint the walls all the time. One of the ways we paint the wall is by looking at things in outer space, by doing astronomy. That's painting the walls.
Yeah, or also changing people's text colors, making sure they can't access the bot anymore. These are other ways of painting the walls.
You're talking about people again. You're just
it's way people modify their environment.
Stay focused on the actual debate.
See, this is the whole idea, because once they hear something they don't want to hear, they slowly control it. It's about control. Really, it's at the end of the day, it's all about control. It has nothing.
The thing where you're not actually having a discussion where now you're just complaining again.
Yeah, I'm telling you what I'm talking about control. I'm not talking about complaints. Who am I okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I got you. What am I complaining about?
You're complaining about not having access to the bot.
No, I'm not at all. I'm using that as a naturally observed phenomenon.
You're not. Just stay focused.
No, I'm not. I want this stuff to happen. Because it proves my point.
My God, Crit, just stop.
Yeah, these observations are scientific.
Can't reason with
They're not scientific. And
and just like today, you just say
enforce a conversation and make people behave according to standard general rules of conversation.
Force, control,
make
force
the conversation happen. You can't reason with Crit.
You've already made it clear that you're not happy about the bot. We'll worry about that later. It's not that big a deal. Let's move on. Stay on the focus on what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's about control. I'm talking about control.
Okay,
I can give you examples.
We have to keep control of our text chat. And if people are misusing the bot and using it to spam people, then we have to take control of that. Yes.
And who is guilty of that?
Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing that that's why your bot rights have been removed.
Oh, but yeah.
Because you're misusing it in some way.
Okay, so and then if you look, you see who is really misusing it and turning it some sort of...
I don't care. The decision was made by a moderator. It's the correct decision, in my view.
Yeah, and it's about control. This isn't about actual talking.
You're right. It is about control.
Yeah, and that is proof, and that's where my model is built. It's built on these observations.
We would need to control this if the Earth was a different shape. It doesn't. It's ridiculous.
It's really
also, this is another example of what I said before: comments deliberately designed to antagonize people. You do this thing where if all people can do is tell you that you're right, and if they tell you that you're wrong, then you tell them that you take that to mean that they're telling you you're right. So that is antagonizing for people, and it should be, and it is.
Yeah, and that's the whole idea too, that this level of antagonization over just simple conversation is predicted in my model.
It's predicted by the other model too.
No, it's not.
And that's not simple conversation. That's a rhetorical trick that you've devised to antagonize people. That's not simple conversation.
See, here, this is the first claim.
Uniquely by your model, it just isn't. You're not thinking about what you mean when you say prediction.
So this is what my first claim was I ever made for my flat Earth model. So my claim is, if the Earth is flat, I actually backed out this claim because now the Earth is a petri dish. So if the Earth is flat, the only proof presented will be false claims about me. If the Earth is a globe, they'll at least try to present some proof of the globe.
We present proof of the globe all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Or at least try to.
We present proof of the globe all the time, Crit.
Yeah, but you don't ever take questions. And as soon as someone asks a question about it,
stupid questions will get stupid answers.
We get people constantly, Crit. What are you talking about?
But people have got bored of the more recent strategy that flat earthers have taken, and we see it in this room all the time. The show me this, show me that. I am entitled to have you deliver evidence to me for me to disbelieve. That sort of attitude that we get, 24/7 is entirely based on this attitude. There is nothing else that goes on there apart from this, and people are fed up with that.
My counter argument.
You are not entitled to have us educate you or explain things to you or prove things to you. If you want to disbelieve things, that's entirely up to you. But if you come in here and say you disbelieve things, you can expect people to disagree with you, and they will do that in a variety of ways. And it may not include delivering evidence to you.
Yeah, it's about control.
In practice, it almost always does include that, as a matter of point of fact.
is down to control, right? So if someone says I don't believe this, it's going to be like they're going to control you to a point you can't express your belief.
For crit because they're about to. If they do that again, they're going to lose the bot rights. Fucking ridiculous! This idiotic battle that's going on. This
no. I wish everyone would just stop.
Been destroyed by you and others, Crit. Absolutely destroyed with this nonsense.
Yeah, I'm following the dance. It ain't my
You love it, Crit. You're leaning into it as hard as you can.
Not until just recently. I was in here for a year. No problem.
Part of it as anyone else.
Anyway,
Crit,
the point is,
I got another example for you.
The Globe has presented evidence. The Globe side has presented evidence and proof.
I got another example for you about the control.
All the things that you said. Oh my God! Can you just hold on for 1 second, right? So all the things you just said that you expect to happen if it was actually a globe.
You're roboting a lot.
Happened. So can you address that before you move on to your new point and reconcile them?
No, Beach, you were roboting a lot. Crit, I was trying.
Let's just ignore everything and move on to Sort.
Yeah, Crit, I was.
No, shut up, Sort. Let Scott go again if he didn't get it out clearly. Have another go, Scott. Scott.
Yeah.
Now we have no audio from you.
Sorry about that.
Go on then, Sort.
Yeah,
Crit, I was just trying to. No, that's not your turn, Crit.
Because the robot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we lost you, Scott.
Do your thing, Scott. Do your thing, Scott. That's okay.
Okay. All I was saying, Crit, was this. And if it robots again, you can go on, Sort. Everything you just said that you.
It's not working.
That would happen if it was the globe. Evidence and okay. Go ahead.
Scott, can I just interrupt for
I
1
muted
second,
myself.
please?
I wasn't muted.
I know, that was weird. You were muted, but we could still hear you.
Scott, can I, Jem, can I just interrupt for 1 second and make one statement, please?
Really? Before.
You can try.
Yeah.
Jose seems to be in some fantasy that he challenged me. No, Chihuahua, I'm here right now. I told you I ain't going on your show again. I'm here right now. If you're man enough, let's discuss the Coriolis. Your tactics ain't gonna work with me.
Coriolis.
I know your game, Two-Face.
See, this is perfect TV right here. There would be so many people tuning in right now. Ratings out the roof.
Now, Crit, I was trying to start a debate with you on models and the concept of models. But obviously the bot and stuff like that was more important to you. And it sort of shows me that you're not here to discuss anything related to any science or shape of anything. We're literally here to discuss you and you feeling controlled, aren't we?
Okay, no, my model is built off naturally observed phenomenon, mostly based off this idea that I got from a globalist, by the way. A globalist said one time that they want to round up all the flat earthers and put them in a zoo, like a zoo-like environment. So I get like 5 words out and I get interrupted. I listened to 3 people talk. One dude have an issue with his audio. I start giving my example and I get interrupted right away. See how it's all about control. It's all about control. You don't want to hear my answer.
Go on.
Okay, so I'm gonna start over again so I can, because this is another thing too. The constant interruptions, so I lose my train of thought.
Get on with it.
Yeah, look, I can't get on with it.
Continue.
So the constant breaks in my train of thought. Then something comes out stupid. It gets clipped. Then later on posted someplace. Oh, look at Crit said that ducks are in the zoo or something like that. It's like, what the fuck? If I just would go through my train of thought, get to the full conclusion of it, and then make your point. What's so hard about that?
Literally, Crit, I asked you for a sane debate, and what you did was spiral back an hour ago when somebody commented that maybe we should put you in a zoo because you aren't really fit to be out in reality.
No, you missed it.
Proving that guy's point, literally.
You missed it. Let me try again, okay? This idea that I got from my flat Earth model, it came from when I was talking to a globalist. And when I was talking to this globalist guy, his goal to prove the Earth is a globe was to do like some sort of census or somehow keep tabs on people, like Captain America Winter Soldier. And whoever had posted anything flat Earth related, they would get tagged and at some point get rounded up and put into a zoo. And once all these people are in the zoo, then all the globalists could then come and throw poop at them and laugh at them and all that stuff. So I started thinking okay, so if that's the case, right, at least I hope I end up in the cool part of the zoo, right? I don't end up in, the dungeon or some shit. And as I went back and started talking to him, I said, well, what is a zoo to you? What do you use a zoo for? And I said, for me, a zoo is used for science. Is it you go there to see an animal, someone in its natural habitat, how they interact, you get to hear their sounds, maybe sometimes you get to pet them or feed them. But a globalist version of a zoo is a place you go to laugh and have entertainment. So I started thinking about the mindset about what are they doing with a zoo what are they thinking about a zoo that I'm not thinking? And for me, they see it as a control method. They want to control the animals in such a way that they get some sort of enjoyment out of it. In a way, I guess I understand that argument, but for me, it's completely destroyed by their first claim.
Hey, Crit, can I tell you a funny story since you brought up animals?
Yeah, certainly.
Yesterday, yesterday I was unloading my truck over, and there's this a mobile veterinarian guy that has a trailer and a truck, and he puts up the little tents, and people show up to have their dogs vaccinated, right? And there was 30 or 40 dogs out there. I said, dang, it looks like the government wants to vaccinate us like they're vaccinating those dogs. And the people looked at me.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I said,
yeah, thanks.
I think that what you've offered, Crit, is absurd beyond belief. I think that you've taken one hyperbolic comment that somebody's made that obviously isn't serious, obviously is never ever going to be affected into reality in any way, and you've pasted that onto everyone who doesn't share your absurd ideas about the shape of the Earth. And somehow from this, apparently, because somebody made this comment, from that you can derive the shape of the Earth as well, apparently. I mean, it's lunatic thinking. It's fascist.
There's that word again, lunacy.
Well, I'm sorry. No, this time I mean that is lunatic thinking. To think that somebody making a hyperbolic comment on the internet can provide you with evidence that leads you to a conclusion about the shape of the Earth. That's ridiculous. Lunatic. Only a lunatic would think that.
My professional opinion, I think you're starting to lose it, man. You might need to take a break over here, okay? I'm being serious with you. You got some emotional issues lately. You need to calm down over there.
David, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. Says the man who comes here ranting and raging every fucking day.
Crit, I have a question.
Who was David just talking to?
You're talking to Jim.
Yeah, you're greasing the skids a little bit because I haven't got fully to the model yet. I'm still in the observation. I'm still making observations. And this didn't happen on this server. This happened on Facebook. Oh, come on, dude. You gotta let me get it out. You at least gotta let me respond.
You're talking for 20 minutes.
Okay, go ahead. Let me know when I can present my ideas again.
Eventually.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll have a little word here because you spiraled for a good 15 minutes about your model. Oh, yeah, there's that.
He definitely, he's gone to his kindergarten.
Hold on a minute, guys. We have a super chat from Jose JG Gonzalez who says, SE is scared. Very scared. Thank you, Jeff.
Okay, so
May I respond? May I
Crit,
respond?
you talk for a good 10
You
minutes.
can
about your model
respond.
there.
You can respond in the super chat. Thank you very much.
It is
No,
not
I'm
that I
gonna
don't
respond
appreciate
here.
what
Jose is a
No,
white
we're
clown.
in the middle of a conversation, Essie.
We
Yeah,
We're not
had
going to
a back
respond in
and
here.
forth. We had a back and
Essie.
forth. I challenged
Essie,
him in
you're
here.
being
He ran
rude.
away.
He could have
He wants me to go on his show to make money. He's not
can't
going to get
respond about
the
Essie, you're being rude,
satisfaction.
though.
That's all. Thank you.
Good.
I challenge you.
That's all fine. Now, Crit, you've been explaining your understanding of things for a good 10 minutes, and it feels like I could have a
Nice
little
try
word
with the control that didn't work.
mid all the interruptions. Yeah. The reason
moron.
nobody would put you guys in a zoo is that, one day in, people are going to get tired of you throwing poo at the audience, and nobody's going to visit, and you're all going to starve.
That's good point, Sword. That's what Jose is doing right now. He has nothing. He has no guests.
Yeah, someone put a muzzle on
and
garbage,
he's
Grandpa.
trying to buy a guest. It ain't gonna work, Chihuahua.
We need a dumbass.
Will you stop with the
I'm
racist
here right
terms,
now.
too? What's up with that? Why are we letting that go by?
I want to ask Crit
Nobody
something.
cares this.
I
Crit,
didn't
can you hear me?
recognize it as one switch.
Yes.
He's calling Jose a chihuahua. That's
Really
very
not really.
racist. Not just a dog,
that's a
just a
dog.
specific dog.
Guys,
I thought it might be
Calling-
because he
my
actually
goodness,
owns
he's
the
calling
chihuahua.
him a chihuahua.
Are you shocked, kid? That's his new nickname. With
What?
Chihuahua.
Why do you call him that, Essie? How is that nickname
I'll
derived?
tell you, because he started calling me Garbage Man. So I figured, let me make something fitting for him.
God
We're
Garbage
going to
man's
high
funny.
school here. Yeah. Jose is
Listen to those
desperate.
kids.
He's
We were
desperate.
in
We're going to high
You was
school.
being a locker.
Yeah, but why did you select Chihuahua?
Because he has 4 or 5 Chihuahuas. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I bet.
Divining thoughts all
Guys,
again.
I would like to ask Crit what his observations are. What are your best 3 observations which made you think that the Earth is not a globe? You said you made many observations.
Based on
The flash.
Who are you asking that question?
He said Crit.
He was asking Crit, and the only guy that hasn't answered is Crit. He doesn't really answer many things, but give him a try.
Okay, so he
He hasn't had
no
a gap
observations.
in which he can answer yet.
Yeah, really, I don't want to get curved all worked up in text chat where he says I'm interrupting people, so I'm just going to wait until I
Is
get a
it
chance to talk.
possible for you to just take part in the conversation without complaining about something else that's going on in the server? Because if it's not quick, we can just call it a day. Because I'm really tired of it. Just constant whining.
Well, earlier today, yeah, this is the problem. Okay, see, look, I can't do anything else.
Something complaining, something of that nature.
Okay, so the first observation was when this wasn't on this server. This is on Facebook actually about a year and a half ago. And I got the whole thing, and I went back and forth with the guy, and so I just seen that this concept of locking or internment is basically what it boils down to. The internment of people who have been deemed to possess some sort of wrong thing. It isn't new, okay? It's not just something that's going to happen because of flat Earth ideas. It happened in World War II, with Jewish people and gypsies and gays. It happened again in America for people with Asian descent during World War II. It happened to the Native Americans in America and South America.
This is ridiculous. You're now saying that because people deride flat earthers, that's racism now. I don't think so.
No, I talk about thinking. That people have these ideas.
And then you gave examples of racism that had absolutely nothing to do with thinking.
Okay, Crit, that's very interesting, but I ask you for observations how you can determine the shape of the Earth, not Facebook.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting there. Okay.
Yeah, how can you get there? What mental gymnastics do we have to do to get there?
Okay, let Crit talk. Maybe
See,
he
the
has
spiral
better
is this is like
point.
That's why it's so hard. It's like these spirals that happen. That's you make a point, and it's
because you're being completely disingenuous and just not engaging in the conversation. Know people, and you know that the result of this will be that other adults will get cross, as they should do, and then you do this victim act, saying, "Ha, they're getting cross. This proves my point." See.
Yeah, other internment. So if you didn't like my internment, the other examples.
I don't like you pretending that you're a victim of racism, Crit. No.
I did. That's what I'm saying. Let me clear it up then. I wasn't saying that at all. Okay? Because there has been political internment too. People who had opposite political views.
So this is... Congrats, how do you know the shape of the earth? I'm asking you about the shape of the earth, not politics.
Slurs aren't refugees.
Well,
it shade that whole insanity.
It is a form of persecution, though, when, you know, it's sideways. It's not like they're killing people, but it is a form of persecution.
Yeah, I got this. I got you. I don't need anyone to, as long without the heckling and the spiraling. This is what I mean by internment. Okay, the act of putting someone into a political prison for reasons mostly war. Okay, this is what they talk about here. So you always hear this too, that somehow it's a war of ideas, or it's a war, right? Battling. You got to fight the flat Earth, go to war, defeat them. So once you start invoking the thing that I can't remember who said it now. I'm drawing the blank, but he said the first casualty in a war is the truth. So I try to think about who invoked the war to begin with, and why would they want to destroy the truth. So once you got that, okay, go ahead. If I went too long, if someone wants to jump in.
No, we basically understood your point. Could you go on to your second point? Like 3 points?
No,
I don't want to hear.
Let him finish this point. Go ahead, Crit.
Okay, so the hyperbolic nature, where I'm not teasing you, Jem, or taking a task here, but when I was trying to explain internment and locking people up and controlling people, I wasn't talking about a violation of like the 14th Amendment. I was just saying that when there's a group of people with enough power, they can flex that power on the minority. That's really what I was getting to.
You're not a minority.
I think you got the message. He's answering the question now.
So that's your best point for your first observation for flat Earth. What's your second one?
So then you've got... Okay, so after you've got this idea of a battle, it's a fight, all right? And I said, so which model predicts this sort of ramped up hyperbolic nature that everything has to be a conflict? Why does it have to be a conflict to begin with? Why can't it just be a sharing of ideas? Like, this is science. Science is about logic.
No, yours isn't science. Nothing repeatable.
Okay, the spiral. Okay, dude, you can calm down, okay? I'm almost there. Okay, so when people...
Where?
Okay, when people have an idea that is based in science, logic, or reason, those topics win the debate. Because you go back, like the way the court systems were put in. Dude, you're fucking panicking. Just put a pacifier in. Okay, so then why people said, I want to go to a courtroom to settle this debate, because they don't want to invoke a sense of violence. They want to use a reason to get through conflict. So then the next thing too is like, what other ways can you settle conflict? Well, through logic. This happened during the Greek time. Like Plato's cave and other philosophers. Can you logically follow an argument to its full conclusion, and then both sides say, I understand you and you understand me, and they exist peacefully together? So the last thing... So I had three things. I said logic, reason, and science. I got through... You're spiraling, dude. You're spiraling.
Try and be concise.
You're spiraling, Pyro. You're spiraling.
Don't try and just let him get it out. Take notes or something.
Okay, hold on, Pyro. I'll give you 5 minutes of spiral. Go ahead.
I did not say anything. What the fuck? Why are you saying my name?
Maybe mute the guy who's interrupting.
Get it out.
That's a thought.
Yeah, who's the guy who keeps spiraling? I thought it was Pyro.
Get it out! Go on!
Guys, come on.
I can't see who it is.
Complaining and talking about globalists.
You don't need to know.
Great. This is great entertainment. Are you kidding me? Y'all think this wouldn't sell?
Oh, God. Right.
With people that go on like this, I just break in after 2 points. I'm sorry. We don't have all day. No, it's a room full of.
Okay, you're muted as well. Right. Anybody else want to get muted? Go ahead, Crit.
Okay, so the last way to avoid a conflict would be science, because science is about a method to use to test a natural rule to find out what truth is. And the reason why science is so great is that I can do something, I can explain my method to you, and that person can follow my method, and if they get a repeatable result, then we can have a shared objective, or somewhat objective, subjective still, a reality, and then grow from that experience. So when someone says on one side that you offer logic, reason, and science, and the other side is offering a conflict, I then look, what model predicts endless limited war over ideas? And right away, the first one's the flat Earth, right? The flat Earth model predicts this. This is why cavemen fought over which cave was better. They didn't know, they had a little bit of science back then, but not a lot of logic and reason. So you fast forward into the future and you get the age of enlightenment, the space age, and all this other stuff, but yet somehow people are still stuck in caveman time. And Einstein said a very important quote that the weapons of war, which World War III will be fought with, he doesn't know what they would look like. I'm probably butchering it here, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. So, and then I looked at the globe model kind of destroys that idea, because if you've got all this science, logic, and reason, why are people still behaving like the Earth is flat? So then I looked, I said, well, the flat Earth model isn't correct, so here's my Petri dish model. My Petri dish model is showing that even as there is some sort of advancement in the human condition, the nasty is surpassing that. And there's another quote from, I think it's...
This out of me. I feel like
So when are you going to get done, Crit? When? How many more words should we
Does
expect?
any of this get you to the shape of the Earth? It's just a nebulous nonsense.
Yeah, these are all models and making observations and then trying to see which model does a prediction.
So you derive the shape of a planet by looking at the behavior of the people on it. Does that seem like an accurate or
well, not just behavior
to be a successful strategy?
Not just behavior of the people, but you also look at who's pushing the model and what they're doing.
Well, that would be still behavior of the people, wouldn't it? You haven't described anything other than behavior of certain people on the planet, and that is your way of deriving its shape. I cannot see how you can believe that would be a useful strategy for deriving the shape of a planet.
Well, it would be a theory in biology called environmental conditioning. So that's really what it comes down to. It doesn't mean...
But that would show that an organism was the result of its environment, right?
Yeah. That's really... I'm not talking about behavior as much as I'm talking about environmental conditioning.
But you couldn't tell the shape that would tell you, certain aspects of the environment, right?
Yeah, the whole environment.
Wouldn't tell you its shape.
Yeah, the environment as a whole, not just the microcosm that exists inside the one area that this organism is adapting to.
If anyone else can see where
Jim, I have a question. What's the number one way to prove the shape of something?
Measure it.
Take a photograph of.
We agree.
Spiral endlessly and make up random stories about the ancient Greeks on Facebook?
It did feel a bit.
What would be even worse is to look up at the lights above it or the objects above it to try and determine the shape. That would be funny.
Yeah, Sword, if that was your takeaway from
when we've successfully used those same lights above it to successfully navigate to specific points on the surface of the planet for thousands of years, why would we just dismiss them and say they can't tell us anything about our planet? Because clearly they can. That's tested and proven.
Because wars.
Yeah, Tyson wrote a book about it too. It's like a sex trade to murder, I think is the name of the book.
It's called Shut the Fuck Up, Crit. Rakia, the reason that when you're on a large something, imagine if we were on a ship and all we had was a window to look out of. You can't just go around and measure it. We have a freaking window. And
8 inches. 8 inches over 1 mile. Easily measured.
Yeah, it is, but that's not the point, Rakia.
No, it's not easy. It's easily to measure that. It hasn't ever been measured. It's not easily.
Of course it has.
Measured.
Stop just reasserting
Remind me again,
that.
Ricky. Why do you reject geodetic surveying? Why is that thrown out?
As what? It's definitely surveying that's being done. Yeah.
As
shows a lot of distances and elevation changes based on sea level. Yeah.
As people measuring curvature, measuring the curvature.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
Okay, all right, understood.
They're literally doing
so
that.
When I Google it and I see that it is actually it is the process of measuring the curvature of the Earth, and I look at all the textbooks on it, and they say that the people doing it are measuring the curvature of the Earth. How do you account for that? What?
Maybe that's the issue, right? Maybe you should not just trust what you read and see. You should go out and do it.
But that's what I mean. But so when those people who say that they're doing it and they read books that tell them that they're doing it, that that they're actually not doing it, well, is it that they are lying, or are they mistaken, or how do you account for this discrepancy?
Maybe they actually believe that's what they've done. Maybe that's what they've been taught. The process to do it is doing that.
Oh, so they're mistaken.
Yeah, it could be.
They're all mistaken. All the people that have ever done it are all mistaken.
Yeah, maybe.
No, Rakia.
Do you think that's likely?
I don't want to be.
Just let me try and put that.
It's more likely that that's not what they're doing.
Well, let me put this into some sort of context. We've been doing this. We've been doing this in the way that we do it now for, I don't know, 250, 300 years or something like that. It's been done, by tens of thousands of people, probably even more than that, over that period of time. So over different periods of history. Clearly, they would be differently motivated. They're from all over the world, different cultural backgrounds, different economic backgrounds, different political biases. How is it that they're all making the same mistake? How can that be possible?
Who says it's a mistake? What if they're just doing the same thing?
You did. I asked you, and you said I specifically asked you.
Yeah.
And you said, well, they're not lying. They just think they're doing it.
No,
yeah, I don't think they're lying at all.
Right. So they'd have to be making a mistake then.
Well, I got it. They lied. They basically lied about it.
Crit, we heard you.
So they're all lying.
Yeah.
That seems even more likely than they're all making even more unlikely than they're all making a mistake.
Yeah, because
why would they lie? Though?
Yeah, I know why they lie, because you see people lie for anything.
No, I asked Jim.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they would lie. I don't
think anybody lies?
I didn't say that, did I?
You don't think a group of people would lie for a reason?
How did you get that?
I'm asking you. Do you think a group of people would lie for a
We're talking
reason?
specifically about geodetic surveyors. I don't think it's possible that all of them are lying about this particular issue, about the curvature of the Earth. Some of them may have had affairs with their wives or stolen a Mars bar when they were 5 years old from a newsagent. They may have been dishonest at some point in their life. However, I think it's unreasonable to believe that they are either all mistaken or all lying on this specific issue. Thank you.
So you think all pilots think the same thing?
Pretty much. But Rakia...
No, not pretty much. No,
Rakia,
not all of them.
I don't think you'll find many pilots who think
Wolfie 6020 has been asking for an ATP. Any ATP. Wolfie is asking for any ATP for how many years now to do an interview with him. They don't need to disclose anything about who they are or what their name is. He's even willing to do it, blur them out like they do in when they do like the stuff on TV where they blur out the faces and disguise the voice. But they would have to have the knowledge to where Wolfie can quickly get to the conclusion of whether are they really ATPs or not. And there hasn't been a single one. Not one has come forward. Not a single one has offered to do.
Come forward for Wolfie. Who's Wolfie?
He's a professional pilot. He's got a channel.
Of these tens of thousands surveyors, I've never seen them create a horizontal plane over static water and show the drop physical on video. Never seen
making up physics, man.
What are you talking about? Jesse Kozlowski has done that.
Dude. No, he didn't. That's not a horizontal plane. That's a one shot over distance.
We don't survey water, dude. There's no point.
Surveyors don't survey water? What?
Now,
what are you talking about?
Kia, correct me if I'm wrong, and it's not meant as a professional criticism, but in my country you have sort of a saying that what I do is metal work. That's accurate within the millimeter, and we have the carpenters; they're accurate within the centimeter, and then the masons are sort of happy if they get the zip code right. and isn't that sort of you?
Sick.
8 inches, man. 8 inches.
That's crazy, dude.
Dick length for most normal men. Well, with a little refraction involved. It's a lot, man.
But by the way,
easy to measure.
Rakia, I forgot to mention. He did a whole bunch of flight plan challenges, asking flat Earth pilots to create flight plans on a flat Earth that would work, and none of them have come forward with that either.
Well, what about
the makes the shape of the Earth what?
Triangle
again?
He was asking. He's done multiple challenges to flat Earth pilots to create flight plans that only work on a globe Earth, and not one of them has come forward. He said, "Show me your flight plan."
I see. So that makes.
And there was also a challenge whether he also did a challenge that was, can you make 390-degree turns and come back to the same place where you started? Yeah. And he not only showed it in the flight planning software, not only showed it on paper maps, he also programmed it into the computer of his Global Express, $30 million private jet. And guess what? It also created a valid flight plan showing a return back to the original destination with 390-degree turns.
They're all in.
Yeah, the calculations are definitely right.
No, the issue is that multiple people competed in that competition, and they all had different globes and different answers. So who was right?
Wait a second.
What are you talking
about? You could do 3 right.
Yeah, this is that flat champion guy or something like that.
Oh, he's just a pilot, man. He's just a pilot.
And the main point I'm trying to make is the best way to show the shape of something is to measure it. And now you're on about flight plans and star trails and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm talking about...
Well, the claim was that there are pilots that think...
geodetic surveyors. Hang on, I'm almost done. Let's see one of those geodetic surveyors. There's thousands and tens of thousands.
We were talking about pilots, Rakia. Why are you bringing up geodetic surveyors?
Why are we talking about professions?
We were talking about professional pilots. We were talking about professional pilots, not surveyers,
Rakia. Let's show one of them make a video. And now I'm finished. Y'all can go ahead and interrupt all you want.
Rakia, why did you change the topic? We were talking about professional pilots,
why are you
not
talking about
geodetic
professions?
surveyors.
What does professions have to do with the
Y'all
shape of the Earth?
changed the topic from how to measure the shape of the Earth using geodetic surveyor.
Yeah, what does professions? Yeah, what does professions have to do with the shape of the Earth?
Well, these are people that navigate. These are people that, as a career, navigate the entire globe Earth.
And you're also talking about a group of people who would never, as a group, want to shun their fellow pilots, right? Never. Surveyors are the same way. If they figure out something, they're not going to come against their other pilots in a big way.
You introduced pilots into the conversation, Rick, here, by the way.
Yeah, the best way to measure the shape of something is to measure it, right? How do we measure it? We don't use pilots. We use the very, very, very intelligent tools created by very intelligent people to create a horizontal. You can create a horizontal plane over great distances. And then you can physically measure the drop to
which people have done.
The surf. Oh, okay. Let's see that video.
Do you
let's see that video?
This is the video. Not everything is recorded on video, and there are videos of it.
No, they're videos of doing point-to-point shots over great distances, and we know that doesn't work.
You have to use them intelligently, however.
Yeah, it isn't rocket surgery, is what I like to say.
Well, it's not done the way that you appear to have done it either.
Yeah, and
that's
a
the
professional surveyor actually said he would have to think on it. I don't know how to do it that way, and came back with GPS as his best answer.
So what?
Professional surveyor saying, I don't know how to create a horizontal plane over a long distance over water.
When
I'll have to get back to you.
When-
and got back to me with the only way he sees
We've
to
heard
do
you.
is GPS.
keep repeating that. Are you done
Yeah, no
repeating
problem.
it?
Yeah.
Are you
And
done?
so
Well,
my
maybe.
response
I
to
don't
it,
know.
my response to it again is so what? That would be
Well,
the best
maybe he's
one.
not a professional surveyor. Maybe that's one of the issues.
How often are surveyors concerned with creating a geometric horizontal plane over great distance?
I
rather
don't know,
than
but surely
leveling,
they would know the process, right?
rather than I'm trying to finish, rather than leveling and measuring elevation changes.
Who knows? But surely a professional would know the process at least, right?
Well, when do they do this? What call is there
What
in
does
the
it
industry
matter?
to do this?
So it's never been a thing, right?
What call
reason
is
to
there
do
in
this?
the industry to do this?
Nobody wants to see that drop. We just assume it.
What call
not
is there
measuring-
in the industry
These
to do
people,
this?
their whole life is to measure things, and you're saying,
It's okay.
why would
You
they
don't
go
have to
measure
answer
this?
the question. I'll stop asking.
Oh, okay.
Noted
problem.
that you won't answer it.
I think I've answered clearly. Why would someone who's trained and spends their whole life measuring things want to measure something?
Because
Well,
they're
I don't
not
know.
confused about the shape of the earth like you are. Why do you
Has
think
nothing to do with the shape of
everyone?
the earth, right?
Why
It's
do you
just a
think
measurement.
everyone should be running around trying to prove the shape of the earth to themselves and to other people? It's
So
ridiculous.
you think it's mathematically feasible that thousands and thousands of geodetic surveyors never did this? Never recorded it? You know, the drop of the curving water, which is a huge thing, right? Many people would love to see that. I, for one.
Can I have 5 seconds, please? Esi Montreal, I started my show live. Are you going to join and accept my challenge to have a one-on-one discussion with me? Yes or no, and why?
Come to my bias channel
You're
where I
a
control the
pussy.
mute button and debate me.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Rick,
control. Just like what my model
You're
predicted.
hold on.
I
Chris,
asked
hold
Esi
on, hold on.
Montreal.
He wants a soundbite. I'll give him one. This is the reason why, Jose. You're a pussy. I've been here all morning challenging you, and you ran away like a little girl. That's why.
Jose, I found that video of Larry Scott showing the earth curve on a concrete slab.
What I requested was a one-on-one, and this is where you want to have a one-on-one in a room with 53 people in. That's not gonna work. I offer you a 1v1 room with only 3 participants. It's gonna be my laptop, my PC streaming live, and yourself.
Mine.
So
No, let me explain you what you did.
Thank you
Hold
very
on,
much.
hold on,
I'll
hold
hear
on.
you explain it, and then I'll go to my place, and you either show up or shut up, and you will be the coward garbage man forever.
Mine.
Go ahead, Montreal.
He just basically did that
Chihuahua,
mine.
let me tell you what happened. Hold on, guys. Let me tell you what happened. You do this all the time. You're a two-faced. You go on people's sites and you try to antagonize. You know your site is going downhill. No, I will not come on your site. I've been telling you come here all day long. You are a coward. I will not make money for you.
Montreal, we are here. Let's go to a different room. Just you and me. Yes?
I'm right here. Say whatever you want. You want to talk
Dude.
Coriolis? I'm right here.
No.
Talk about
This
it.
is going to be a
No,
1
in
hour.
front
I'm not
of
going to
everybody.
hijack
No,
this.
no,
I'm not going to
embarrass you
hijack
in
Gem
front of
Panda server
everybody.
for an hour. It's going to be only you and me. I'm going to give you all the time to spew your rhetoric. All I want is evidence to back up your claims. So if you like to join me, see me over there. Thank you, Gem Panda. I apologize for interrupting. I'm out. I'm going to my room.
I'm going to
Go
my
to your
room.
safe
I'll go to
space.
your
I'll
room,
be here
Jose.
with the
I
big
just want the
boys.
video of the professional certified surveyor showing earth curve over a half a mile on a concrete slab. I'll even donate $100. So there's a guest to your room, there's entertainment, and there's money for you in it. Where's this video at?
He's gone.
He wants to make drama. He thinks I don't know his game.
Wait, what are you asking for, Ricky?
You're finished to me, Jose.
Larry
Nothing.
Scott on
he's gay.
Jose's show
fucking piece of shit.
said he's a professional certified surveyor, used a theodolite, one of the highest, most expensive theodolites one morning to show a 2-inch earth curve drop on a concrete slab that he said was following Earth's curvature. And he filmed it, and it was on Jose's show. I'm just asking for that video, willing to pay $100 for it, and it's Not turned up yet.
And why the fuck do you look?
Anyway, SC, why don't you just go and do the debate and stop being so scared?
Why does he want to give Jose any
what's
anything for?
I mean, what's the point?
Jose is a dummy. He wants to trigger me into going and making a. I could care less about debate. I used to be friends with Jose. Now to me, Jose is a clown. I nicknamed him Chihuahua, and I could care less what he wants.
Dude, SC, do you not know you're
he's
the
at the
biggest clown
bottom of the barrel right now. I could care less what he wants.
You're talking about
you're
calling him a clown. That's funny.
Why are you white knighting for him, B-Ball? Why are you white knighting for him?
Nobody's white. I'm just saying, why won't you just do like if you're so big and bad, why are you so scared of just debating him? I mean, it should be too.
I'm not scared. He said he would debate him right here in front of everybody.
You would be the one. You know, you would be the one.
I've been saying that all day. Did he pay you? Did he give you money? Did he give you a super chat like you did before to try to call me out?
It doesn't matter. No.
Why are you white knighting for him?
I'm not white knighting for him. I'm just saying, like, why not just do?
Like SC ran away
once, twice. It's not enough for you, B-Ball.
SC's right here, willing to debate right now. Coriolis, let's go. Where's Jose? He's at his own show.
They want the
entertainment,
wants to make money,
but they
don't.
He wants to call me out. Yeah, I know his game, and I'm not gonna play his game.
You follow the money, you follow the truth.
But I don't
follow
understand
the money.
Is I'm offering him $100 to find the video, and it's still not being presented.
There's money right there. Yeah.
It ain't
$100.
You're the one harping on it. Go find it your fucking self, dude.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that.
Listen, you're talking about sifting through hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of video.
Yeah, he wants somebody to do the work for him.
Just to find one little clip. And then when we find that clip, you're probably gonna freaking hand wave it away anyway. So what's the point?
Probably, yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's kind of what you guys do.
You're divining thoughts.
No, it's experience with you, Rucky.
Right. Same old script. Same old script. Yeah, I know. I'm a liar. Blah blah blah. I probably won't even.
No one said you were being a liar in this.
I probably won't even pay the $100. That's probably what you'll say.
No one gives a shit about $100, man.
Jose does.
It ain't about money. It's
Jose
about
does.
you just wanting
do
to
it
pay.
for Jose. Don't do it for me.
Do the work, which
Make
sounds
me
familiar.
look like a fool. It's like Paid NASA Shield. Paid NASA Shield calls everybody a fool every morning. Every day.
Hey,
that's
Beard, you're going to give him another 100 like you give him every month. Give him another 100.
Yeah.
Should be easy for you, Beard.
See, that's the issue too. It's like at the time when I first joined the Flat Earth, I was giving money to QE because whatever reason I wanted to. But yet somehow it's okay if you got these 8-Ball and Bearded Devil. They can donate money to Jose to act like a complete shit show. Like Jose doesn't know anything about science. At least QE was articulating something that had the value. Later on, go ahead.
Yeah,
Please,
this is Jose. I choose to accept the model. I choose because the model is beautiful. That's Jose's science.
Okay.
Curve proof, right? This is a certified professional surveyor with Earth curve proof. It's important. Let's see it. I'm willing to pay for it.
You're the one harping on it. You're the one who wants to see it. You're the one who can sift through all the fucking footage.
I'm the one willing to pay for it. Yeah.
You know what's funny? They talk about when they talk about people behind this back.
Y'all have plenty of time to find it, right? $100 for Jose, man. Don't y'all care about him?
So, what are you guys complaining about when we talk about other people behind his back? You're doing it right now.
I'm talking about giving money to Jose. You don't think he's okay with that?
Well, I'm talking about other people. They're talking about him right now.
Hey, Pyro, what's going on, dude?
I'm just saying, why double standards?
Yeah, the double standard is because people are tribalistic, and that's predicted in my model.
No, well, I'm saying Montreal and others complain about us talking about people behind their backs, yet they do it all the time also.
You think Jose right now on his show isn't calling SE a coward? Are you a fool?
No, I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy you guys pull.
Just move on, sir. Go find that video. $100.
Wait, why are you so triggered about the truth, man? Why?
Hey, man, I'm not triggered about the truth.
Yeah, you are.
I want to give Jose
look at you spiraling, man. Look at you spiraling.
You think I'm spiraling? I'm at the bank. I'm at the bank. I'm
so
not
what?
spiraling.
Why bragging? Oh, now you're bragging.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not spiraling. I'm doing a
Now you're
transition.
spiraling.
Rakia,
got a
I'll pay
weird
you
view on
$100 for you to find the video. How about that?
No, I'm terrible at it. It'd be a waste of your money. I would never be able to find it.
He already
You
has.
got to find it first to get paid.
I know. I would never ever find it. I'm terrible at that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even know how to do it.
You know, there are videos on YouTube on how to search videos.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm not going to waste my time on that. I'd rather pay somebody $100.
Oh, so you would rather
You've already
basically-
proven it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somehow you can turn this around on me.
So it's a waste
okay.
of your time.
No, it's not a waste of my time. I'm just
Based
not
on your
very
own
good at it. I'm not gonna
observations,
spend my time
Rakia,
doing it.
Which is
based on your own observations that you've said, you've proven it. You just don't understand that you've proven it, but you've already done the work.
Sure, yeah. Whatever. Still want to see the video, right?
No,
Come on,
but you
look
did it
for
yourself. There's no video for you to see. You've done it.
Okay,
You've
but
proven
I
it.
can still see the video though, right?
For what reason?
Still be totally uninformed of his own observations.
Well, if there's
Fair.
earth curve proof out there by a certified surveyor, I want to see
No,
it.
by
Right now.
you. You yourself have done it. You've told us you've done it.
I don't know.
You've
What
proven that the Earth is curved.
Right? Yeah, I've proven that, and I'm still a flat earth.
You don't understand your proof, but you've proven it
Yeah, you're
by your own
making this-
observations, man.
Hey, man. No, I don't think I have.
Of course you don't think.
Of course you don't believe it.
So if this video was about me being a fat ugly liar with no life, y'all would have found it yesterday, right? In like 30
There's a
minutes.
bunch of those.
No one cares. This isn't about you.
I know it's about Jose. Let's give Jose $100.
This isn't about
Don't y'all
Jose
care
either.
about Jose? Yeah, it is $100.
I'll give you $100 to go
Another
find the video.
$100 because he
You'll
gives
give
him
me
$100
$100
every
what?
month. Rakia, he gives him $100 every month, so this would be another $100.
Oh, another $100. Yeah,
That's a lot.
it's a lot, man. Jose would really appreciate it. One of his
You're mad
followers,
that Jose makes money.
one of his
See,
white
this is
minors
a-
just to go out and find a video.
See, this is the thing too, that he wants the entertainment value in the show, and since he can't, get flat earthers over there anymore because he's such an idiot, that now he's bearded devil's angry that he's not paying for the entertainment he thought he was paying for. When all he had to do was just basically, because now the show right now is just a bunch of idiots bitching about flat earthers instead of actually any flat earthers over there talking.
Speaking of, why
Well,
is
yeah,
the devil over there?
Your show is on right now, the show you pay for.
Yeah. Well, this is entertaining too. Here.
Yeah, where
It is indeed.
Yeah, just look at this. This is who you got over there right now. You got, Jose, Chaiki, Jose again on the second account. Then you got Left Lane, moderator, and then Moyak, man. Wow, what a show. That's worth $100 a month.
In one show.
That's money well spent, dude.
Yo, Crit, while
And I'm
you're
willing to pay $100
talking
just for
here,
one video.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that would be like right there a win.
Now, do you understand why he came in and he's trying to trigger me to go on? He's trying to create content. I know his game, but he picked on the wrong guy
You guys are
and the
obsessed
wrong
with
way.
Jose right now. Holy
All
shit.
he had to do was just ask me, DM me, hey, SC, why don't
That
you
is
come over? I
true.
want to
SC
talk to you about the Coriolis.
SC,
I would have
you're
said,
being
okay, bro,
very
no problem.
selective on your in attendance.
No,
You've
he's
been
a
on
pussy.
Jose's
He's an
probably over
asshole.
100
Well,
times.
you're the admitted asshole, right, Beard?
I
You
am an
admit it.
asshole,
You don't
yes.
deny that, right?
Why would I?
There it is. So now Jose is trying to play a game. All he had to do was DM me. He knows me for 3 years now. All he had to do was
Yeah,
say,
because
SC,
Jose is the
I
only one
want to
not
have
allowed
a
to
chat
take
with
people
you
out of
on the
servers like you
Coriolis.
do. Jose is the only one not allowed to do that. You see, you're allowed to do it to him. He's not allowed to do it to you.
No, you're not understanding what he did. He did this, not me.
Yeah, it's really
It's
about
never Montreal's fault. On
when you
any-
invite someone over to your house.
Beard, you know he did this and not me. You know it.
I didn't hear a goddamn thing. All I know is that the one time you decide not to go on his show is because he called you out. It had nothing.
No,
How
you
many
weren't.
times that
Yeah, you're not
You're
listening.
the
been on the
master
show
turnaround. You haven't
hundreds of
been here
times.
all day, Beard.
You're not
You haven't
listening.
been.
What does one have to do with the
What's
other?
the odds that Bearded Devil is wrong again? Amazing.
Yeah, what's the odds of that?
The flirts are right.
Go ahead.
Jumping right so many.
I think
And
Beard
then-
it
and
is
then
right
the cheerleader in
because
the
you're
background
not
calling
you're not
people
on the
idiots.
show, SE.
I
You're
see
not
what
on the show,
happened.
SE. So Beard it is right.
Hey, I was on Jose's show every day for years.
What happened today, Essie?
We had this conversation. No, Jose is desperate now. His show is spiraling. He has nothing. Spiraling. This is what he does. He comes fishing for guests. But the way he fished with me, he did it the wrong way.
Couldn't get you today. He's been able to get you so not today.
Exactly. He tried, but it's not gonna work. Chihuahua.
Be on there again, man, acting like an idiot, dude.
So what is behind this or unwillingness to go? What happened today?
No, this is not today. This is an ongoing tactic.
Oh,
with
okay.
Jose.
Oh,
And
okay.
he
See,
thinks
so
he's-
your
he thinks he's
unwillingness to go.
Yeah, there's
today
also a new
has nothing
tactic
to
that they've
do
been
with-
doing. If it gets you on the
Crit, I
server,
was
they mass
talking, so
report your
shut the hell up.
comments
So
and
your unwillingness to
violations
go
of terms of
today
service.
has nothing to do with today.
Yeah.
Right?
Take the nails out.
What?
Take the nails out and just hop down.
Oh, is it too much? Am I coming in too hot?
He didn't get it. I mean, just don't imagine that bearded devil don't have good advice for you, man. Just take it, bro. Just run with it.
Just run with it.
Bearded
So-
devil is smart.
Yeah, I guess I could take his word for it, but it just seems kind of interesting, that why? What did I do that you think with nails? And
He's just wise, man. No matter what he says, it's right. It's true. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
you guys be careful as a flat earther. If you go to these global spaces, a lot of them are designed the way they
What globalist means, dude.
to set up to with mass report anything that's flat Earth related, so they can delete your account.
Yeah, and Jem, the server owner, does not agree to things like that. So, he
Oh
wouldn't
yeah, that's why that's why it's a good reason not to go to Jose's anymore. Here you get a lot of other type of weird shit going on with other stuff, but that stuff it really just is silly and kind of a pacifier suck why people need control. But at least so far, I haven't heard anyone's account being taken down by participating here.
I would go there right now. If Jose or someone produced a video, I'd go there right now and pay him his money. I can't wait to go to Jose's show for that.
Jose doesn't really do that either, but okay.
I think Jose's losing it somehow.
Maybe
He
you're
needs a
losing
break. Maybe he needs a break from this.
So, Crit, can I ask you a question since you're here?
Yeah,
when are
but
we doing the
I'm
one
sure you can ask me a question if you unblock me. How about that?
You're unblocked. So
Okay,
can I
no,
ask
let me
you a
see. Let
question?
me verify. I got to verify everything you say, perfect down to the last detail. So let me verify it real quick.
Yep.
Okay, you did unblock me. Okay, go ahead. Next part.
So, when are we doing the 1v1?
Yeah, never. You didn't complete the task. Okay. Number one.
So
is
what was
a
the-
simple
what was
task
the
you had to-
task?
okay, hold on. A simple task you had to do. Number two, you had to.
So, what was the task so that everyone knows?
This is a task for you, not for everybody.
Yeah, but since we are talking in a room that has other people,
Yeah, people need to know about your stupid
what was
shit.
exactly the task that was?
To see if you could understand information presented to you, and you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you gave me a clip from a humor, so that you said was actually tragedy. So you don't understand comedy, first of all.
There you go. That's the reason number one. You didn't understand the information presented.
That's reason number one.
Yep,
You're
reason
being
one.
a stupid prick. You don't understand the difference between comedy and a tragedy. So,
Okay.
so you post a clip from a show that has been nominated for 4 comedy awards and won one of those, and you say that's a tragedy.
No.
So how is that a me problem, Crit? That's kind of a you thing. That's kind of you misunderstanding what comedy and tragedy actually are.
Okay, how about this?
So
We'll open it to the floor
how
here.
is that? How is that a reason not to have a 1v1?
So like
Is
this,
it-
right
is
here
it
in
that
real
you-
time. I'll show it to you in real
Is
time.
it that you understand that you're so much inferior that you couldn't
No,
take the one?
here it is, right here. It's in real time. Okay, this is a sentence I said.
Yeah, it's
I
real
said-
time, sure.
Okay,
Yes.
here it is in real time. I do not think I can help you. Comedy and
Mm-hmm.
tragedy are the 2 biggest storytelling tropes. 2,
Yep.
comedy and
And-
tragedy. So I said, here's a comedy.
Yeah, sure.
Can you decipher what the message is here? I could have offered you a tragedy.
That's actually okay. Let's bring this down, Crit, because that's actually a lie. So I actually said you're posting a clip from a comedy show, and after that you said, okay, so you cannot distinguish tragedy and comedy.
No,
so
I can't post
I
now.
said it's a comedy, and you posted that
right here.
to say
This is what I'm
that it's
talking
not
about right
a
here.
comedy. You posted that to say that it's a tragedy.
So everyone knew I was going to post something. And
So
my
there you
posting
go.
terms got removed.
You think that it's a tragedy, Crit. Why do you think that a comedy show is tragedy?
What's the show?
Hold on, I got a post here. There we go. I can post again.
What show is it?
Team America. Fuck yeah.
Team America, yeah. Yeah, he thinks that's tragedy.
Oh, that's a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy, dude. You're stupid.
Yeah, tell him about that.
Yeah, you're really stupid. And that's the only thing they had to do was just one clip from the movie.
Engaging you actually might be proof that I am stupid.
Yeah, I know. That's why I told you. Like the last time you offered to do this, like these weird debates with me.
So are we going to do the 1v1 tomorrow or not?
Yeah, this is
maybe we should do it here
I'm offering
today. Let's do it right here, right now.
This is why I'm offering you here. I am no longer thinking about what you say.
The 1v1.
Okay, hold on. Here's this right here. This is my opening statement. My opening statement for the 1v1.
Yeah, but
this is my opening statement for the 1v1. Here's my opening statement. Here's my opening statement for the 1v1.
The ground rules.
Yeah, here's my opening statement for the 1v1. No ground rules needed. Nothing needed. No rules needed at all. Here's my opening statement.
Great.
At this point,
haven't even started.
Okay, hold on. This is my opening statement. I don't need any rules.
Okay, great. You're spiraling, so I can give you 1 minute.
Hey, you're gonna keep talking over me. I'll keep talking over you. I'm telling you my opening statement. This is the same opening statement I offered you the last couple times you tried to do this.
Right now, going, I am being cringe as fuck, and I should probably stop talking.
Yeah. So there's my opening statement for any debate between me and Lori or whatever. So at this point, I am no longer thinking about what you have to say. I'm trying to figure out why you say it to figure out what type of stupid you are.
So is that your opening statement?
That's my opening statement. I just trying to figure out what type of stupid you are.
My opening, that's your opening statement. Now. So you need to shut up.
Can we have a
my opening statement is I challenged you to provide flat Earth evidence, and you haven't done that. So my question to you is, can you provide some flat Earth evidence?
That's your opening statement? Is a question? You're retarded.
Yep.
Yeah, you're absolutely retarded. Good job. You proved my point. My opening statement was proven by your opening statement. Good job, dude.
Okay. So
good job.
So now
that's all I need to know right there. I just want to figure out what type of special stupid you are. If you had listened, actually, hold on. If you had just listened to the audio for like the last half hour, I broke down by 3 observations.
It's your turn, so you can go ahead.
I broke down 3 observations that I made for my model, the Petri dish model, and you don't even understand it. These words went completely over your head. And that's all the type of special stupid I need. Other people understood it. Jen said, oh, it's ridiculous. Some other people wanted to spiral during it. But that's okay. Because my goal for this debate was to figure out what type of special stupid you are, and I got that answer.
Yeah. So I'm the kind of special stupid that actually asks for flat Earth evidence, and when I'm not presented it, I'm calling you out on it. So you haven't presented evidence, and you're spiraling, but I can still ask the same question again. So do you have flat Earth evidence? What kind of flat Earth evidence can you provide? Because you seem to be about the bullshit and not about the evidence.
Yeah, so another question. Okay, that's the type of special stupid you are. So this is like you don't even know what debate means. No wonder why you couldn't complete the task I asked you to complete.
I can actually define what debate is. Or let's start with defining what it's not. It's not spiraling like you're doing, and it's not calling people names like you're doing. So you're actually showing your own character creed by doing this.
Yeah, you're retarded.
So that's exactly what debate.
I told you my goal here was to figure out what type of special you are, and I'm figuring it out in real time.
Yep.
Real time.
This
You
is
are
like
such
such
a
debate style where you basically kind of intimidate each other into silence, but you don't necessarily offer evidences all the time anyway. It's a mixture of, bravado and, bluster with a little bit of information as well. It's a different sort of debate tactic.
Yeah, debate tactics like that don't really. They show the inherent weakness in the argument. So if you cannot actually offer evidence, and the only thing you have is repeating, I'm here to find out what kind of stupid you are.
That's my goal. I told you what my goal is here.
That shows the inherent weakness in flat Earth arguments, because this is the type of flat Earth arguments that we get. Yeah, you're stupid. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a brilliant argument.
Yeah, you are stupid.
Like, for example, I study in university, and the research papers that I read all the time say you're stupid.
No, you don't.
And that's the end of the paper. That's like the abstract. You're stupid. The conclusion, you're stupid, and the logical reasons given there are
real time. You're lying about this. You're stupid.
So that's how scientific argument works.
Yep, I can prove it right type of special stupid you are. Because you told me this morning you blocked me, so I couldn't respond to you in DMs because you're going through a lecture.
Sorry.
That's
I can't call
stupid.
anybody stupid anymore. Sorry, bro.
That's really stupid.
Been revoked, man.
I opened up to the room. I said, "Hey, would you block if say you're going into a lecture and you didn't want notifications from somebody? Would you block that one person, or would you just turn off your phone?" And the people said, "Yeah, only an
hypothetical is not going to get you out of this weird.
Only an idiot would just block the one person. You're stupid, dude."
There's nothing in your head that says, "Hey, I'm just."
Look at this guy. You always want to have a 1v1, and you already got one dude jumping in white knighting for you. See, this is the type of special stupid you are. Yeah, you are. You look at this. This is a double stupid. So now I got two. I'm trying to figure out the special type of stupid two people are. It's lovely enough.
More about the drama than the debate. The debate is over.
Crit, if you want to spiral, go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah, I don't need to. I already figure out a special type of stupid for two people now. This and Stone. Two stupid people. This guy Stone doesn't even know what 1v1 is. He's that stupid.
I don't know what 1v1 is.
No, you don't. You have no idea what 1v1 is. You're that stupid.
So, Crit, how can we help you with this psychological pain that you're feeling?
Yeah, you look at this. See, I got two stupid proof.
You didn't answer my question. How can we help you?
That's not how debate works. So debate, you don't ask people questions during debate. What the hell's wrong with you?
You don't ask questions during a debate. Okay, well, that's
have you ever seen debate? People sit there and go. The moderator might ask a question, and the people give their evidence to both sides, and then people. Yeah, you're fucking stupid, dude.
People
you have no idea what 1v1
during debates. So again, let me ask you: what kind of help should we offer to your?
Yeah, you're stupid.
And what can we do for you? Because I can see that you're in pain.
We now it's a Vulcan of we. See, you can if it's a 1v1 debate. Why are you saying we? Are you stupid? You're stupid, dude.
So you didn't.
You're stupid.
You still didn't.
I just heard you right now. You invoked a we. This is my question for you.
What kind of help do you need?
Okay, look, you won't even answer my question. You want to ask me a bunch of questions. How about this one? What special stupid are you that you would invoke a we when it's only you and me here?
I didn't even invoke any we, so your
hold on. Let's roll back the tape.
Your question was malformed. Try again.
I'll roll back the tape. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure I heard you say, "How can we help you?"
Now it's semantical. What? I mean, seriously.
It's stupid. It's stupid to call yourself a we. That's stupid.
So
that's really stupid.
Let's actually boil this down. What's your problem with the pronoun we? Because there are many pronouns, and you don't seem to have problem with most others. What's the we thing here? Why is we a problem? Okay, so you cannot tell me why we is a problem.
Our preferred pronouns is they.
I'm not sure what pronoun Crit would be referred. save us, Lemon, from this flat Earth stupidity. At least you're not. Great.
The irony in that statement. Holy shit.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be over at Jose holding his willy?
Maybe you should be there actually giving some kind of evidence for your fake Coriolis vision idea.
After 300 episodes, he figured out he's the lolcow.
Come on, Laurie. He needs somebody to hold his willy. Come on, I'm sure he's lonely over there. I think
Well, if he needs someone to hold his willy, maybe you should go there because you're so interested about his willy.
Well,
that'd be you. That'd be you.
If we talk about flat Earth evidence,
Yep, I found it. You said we. How can we help you with this psychological? And then I interrupted you. I said, "Yeah, you just referred yourself as a we. You're stupid."
Yeah. So what's your problem?
I can clip it. Do you want me to clip it? Do you need to hear it yourself say it?
You don't need to clip it. So
Okay.
what's your problem?
So I'm in a 1v1 debate with you, and you.
Win the other argument, so he's you said we.
Oh, I told you my opening statement was. I gave you my opening statement. The way you knew my opening statement was, and you wanted to debate anyway. So let's do it.
well, the thing is, it devolved into a drama mess. So there's no information being exchanged. So the debate's effectively over. But if we're talking about evidence for the flat Earth, the floor appears to ramp up toward the level of the eyes. That's more consistent with a flat surface.
No, actual
than a
evidence,
round
not just
one.
something that appears and shit like that.
Well,
the higher you go, the more it drops. Inconsistent with the flat surface.
But it ramps up toward the level of the eyes. That alone is enough.
No,
true.
No.
It's really not.
So there you go, right there. We also have the laser test, infrared and long distance imaging.
You don't have the
That
laser
show what
test.
appears to be a flat,
You
motionless
don't have the laser test. The laser test results have never been made public.
But there are other
By the
laser
way-
tests, visually and otherwise, from John D. and others. So
By the
the
way,
one you're
I-
talking about, the FP4 one, isn't the only game in town.
Show them anything.
By the way, Lemon, I noticed that you use the pronoun we. Can you
It's the
define who
royal
this we is?
It's the royal.
Okay, but you should kind of get the you shouldn't use this kind of pronoun. Like it's very problematic to say that you're we. Like just talk about yourself, Lemon. Don't talk about we. Who we?
Flat earthers who have tested flat earthers.
Yeah, but so you're
vegan
speaking
earthers
for
and
all
we.
flat earthers now. Okay, that's fine.
See, he's stupid.
I'm just. So
You're
you
stupid,
wouldn't
dude.
have a.
really can't
Crit,
call
let me ask you a
Yeah,
question.
you can't either. You don't know what 1v1 means. You're that stupid, Stone. You're that stupid.
So Crit,
You have no idea.
So Crit,
I'm not trying
Yeah, you're that
Yep.
stupid, Stone. Stone, you're trying to laugh. You're so stupid. You're trying to laugh in the 1v1. Yeah, you're that stupid. Yeah, I'm laughing at you. You're that stupid. You're that stupid, dude. Yeah, keep laughing. You have no idea what the number 1v1 means. 1 versus 1, and you're that
I can
stupid.
feel your pain, Crit. I can feel
Are you
your
saying-
pain.
are you saying 1v1?
Should I pray for you?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Should
saying.
I-
You're stupid too.
Crit, I can go with you in a separate room and I can pray for you to like kind of
You
help
can
you
go
with
pray
the
for
pain,
me.
maybe.
Sure. I appreciate that. Go pray for me.
Now, when you look
Okay,
down at
okay.
the
Do you
ground,
want to also come there so that we can pray that you can get rid of this pain that
Yeah, you
the
can.
globe
You can
Earth
do
has
that.
caused you?
You can do that. Yep. You have a First Amendment right.
Will you come
free
to
religion.
Will you come to? Yeah.
Yeah, you can pray for whoever you want to pray for. You can do that. Yes, you can.
I don't know if he has the
Yeah.
First Amendment right. I think he has his rights of his own country.
So let me ask you, Crit. I heard Lemon Bird use the the pronoun we. Why did you not call him out on that?
Oh, you jumped the gun on it. You were right on it. Before I even got a
yeah,
chance to open my mic, you started screeching and spiraling about it.
Because I noticed that you are not doing it, so I noticed that you have a double standard about it. Like flat earthers, they
No,
can
there's no
use
double
me.
standard.
Of course, because they are flat earthers, they are these special people who get special privileges. But then when it's a globe earther, oh yeah, the rules are suddenly different. You cannot use these certain pronouns and these words because I get triggered about that.
Yeah, you got triggered by it. Spiral.
So
You're stupid.
okay. So let's get this down. So calling someone out for a pronoun use is triggering, right?
For you, it is, yeah.
So that means that you get triggered by the pronoun we all the time.
No, not
right?
at all. I asked, who is we?
That doesn't make logical sense.
It
so
is.
if I got triggered by
You got triggered by, you're stupid.
Triggering in your word book.
Yeah, you're stupid,
then
dude.
what you are doing all the time is triggering
Yeah,
by
you're
definition.
stupid.
So you admit that
like,
you are
you're that
triggered
dumb, you don't get
by
it.
the word we.
Yeah, I'll explain to you. You're stupid.
What you don't understand is that
Yeah, you're stupid too, dude. You think 1v1 means wrong. You're stupid too, dude. Yeah, you're dumb too.
No,
Yeah.
that was me. That was me that said that.
Yeah, you're-
1v1.
Okay, sorry about that. It's hard to tell all the different idiots apart. There's so much stupid going on right now.
Oh, we're all idiots except you.
Yeah, you didn't know what 1v1 is. You're stupid.
You're the genius, right?
Yeah,
So
you have no
we're
idea what
called each
1v1
other
is.
stupid all day. It's been about 10 minutes. Are we going to get back to any level of intellectual discussion, or is it just going to be
Yeah, here it is.
stupid
I'll
is what
explain.
stupid does all day?
I'll explain this thing
Tell him
we
he's
very
stupid,
simply.
Craig. Tell Lemon he's stupid.
The thing with we is that when you ask somebody who this we is, they should be able to answer it like Lemon did. Lemon very clearly and concisely.
Lemon speak for you? Lemon
Well,
speaks for all flippers?
No, I'm giving you an example of how this works. If someone says, "Hey," like Lori did to Lemon, what is this we you speak of? And he articulated what he meant by the we.
Jesus Christ.
See, if I ask you,
yeah.
here in the debate here, it was 1v1, me versus Lori, and I asked him, who the fuck is this we you just invoked?
Are you in a 1v1 room?
That's by the way, Crit, that's complete bullshit because we have already time and time again defined the we that we use, and we've tried to help you understand the language, and you still get triggered by the word over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
because you're dumb.
So when you say
It's become a
Crit,
habit
so
for you
when
to say we. I'll
yeah,
explain
go
why
ahead,
too.
Spiral. Go
I'll
ahead,
explain
Spiral,
why
you
it's
have
become
the
a
floor.
habit for you. Because you're so used to invoking
Go
all
ahead
these
and
we's.
spiral. Go ahead and spiral.
Yeah, okay, you're so used to invoking we all the time that even when you're in a 1v1, you still identify yourself as a we.
That's an excuse, Crit, because you said that if we define the term we clearly, that's not a problem for you. But that's not how you behave. So when we actually use the term we, and then we define, for example, we, the globe earthers in this room, if I define it like that, you still get triggered over it. So you showed yourself to be a liar. You said that it doesn't matter if we define
Yeah, you're
it.
stupid. I just broke it down for you.
But
to
you
get it. You're dumb.
you still, by your actions, show that
You're stupid,
you are a
dude.
liar.
Let's see.
stupid. You don't get
Anon
it.
put the definition in the chat. We is a plural pronoun, possessive our or ours, objective us. Nominative plural of I, used to denote oneself in another or others. We have 2 children in this block. We all own our own businesses. That's not the sense that I was saying.
That's a good one. Me and Crit. We have 2 children, me and Crit.
Used to denote people in general, the marvels of science that we take for granted. Maybe that one. Number 4, used to indicate a particular profession, nationality, political party, etc. That includes the speaker or writer. The Flat Earth Party, maybe. We in the medical profession have moral responsibilities, also called the royal we, used by a sovereign or by other high officials and dignitaries in place of I in formal speech. Well, I am the king, so maybe.
Ooh, that's a good one. I might start saying that. The royal we. I like that.
We do not wear this crown without humility. Also called the editorial we, I think this is the one, used by editors, writers, etc. to avoid the too personal or specific I or to represent a collective viewpoint, namely the flat earth one. As for this column, we all have nothing to do with shady politicians.
That's a good one too. Yeah, that last one.
So I guess it would be the editorial we or whatever.
Yeah. By the way, language is all the time very vague. So, for example, if I say we, it's obviously not always clear who the we is.